Trump is not taking part in tomorrow's debate, but RNC Chair Ronna McDaniel warned Trump and says, look, staying away, that's a bad idea, because if he skips, Biden might do the same next year. Charlie Hurt joins us now. Is that a realistic idea? Does Trump skipping tomorrow's debate give Biden an excuse to do the same in 24?
I don't think it does. Look, first of all, I think Donald Trump should do this debate. I think he should do all the debates. That he's really good at the debates. And we have seen, even CNN has to acknowledge 6 years late that in those debates against, back in 2020, rather, 2 years ago, that Donald Trump was exactly right when he was talking about the corruption inside the Biden family. So this is his forte. In terms of giving an excuse for Joe Biden not to debate, that's a red herring. It doesn't make sense. First of all, these are primary debates. They're run by the party. I understand Trump's argument for, his argument is that he's basically the incumbent, so he shouldn't have to do these debates. And, look across the aisle. Joe Biden is not doing debates. He's not going to debate RFK Jr. because he doesn't want to. And that doesn't give him an excuse to get out of doing a general election debate. General election debates are very, very different. And they are every incumbent president has to face his challenger if he wants to win re-election. I think that this is an effort, and you see it. Obviously, Ronna McDaniel is just trying to get Donald Trump to participate in the debate, and I respect that, and she's using every argument she can. But look, this argument that you read in the New York Times and a lot of other places, they're just starting to cover for Joe Biden in order to set up an argument to get him out of having to debate against Donald Trump, because it's going to be so embarrassing when he does have to debate whether whoever winds up being the Republican nominee.
I think you're right on that
kind of
one,
like it
Charlie.
might be Donald
I think
Trump.
you're right. Yeah. Now, Vice President Harris, she's trying to reshape her image. In an interview, she said, and I'm quoting now, "You would have seen the same thing 4 years ago. It's always who I've been, so I can't get into people's heads about why they characterize things as being one way or another. It's not as though I've just found myself. I've always been here and never went away." Can she change the public and the voters' perception of her, Charlie? And stop laughing.
Well, the voters' perception of her has always pretty much been the same since she got 0 delegates in the Democrat primary 2 years ago. How many times I hope you're keeping track at home, how many times she has reinvented herself. At some point, if you have to reinvent a product 30 times, you might have to face the reality that there's something wrong with your product. And no matter how many times you repackage it, it's not going to sell. People don't want it. And I think that's the case, sadly, with Kamala Harris.
You know that there is a new expression built around Kamala Harris. It is IJBOL, which is I just burst out laughing. And I think that's got a lot to do with Kamala Harris. Okay, there you go. Charlie, we're out of time, unfortunately.
I think that explains a lot.
I'm really enjoying this. We'll see you again real soon.